I don't know why my game just sometimes like hard freezes on that first boot like that.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are
Is the
all
low
messed up,
audio
so you
just
better
me?
drive, brother.
I mean, my audio is the same level it always is. I think. So. Hello, Max. It's not your birthday, but I thought I would provide you a gift anyway. I am the gift.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes. I know this guy. He's connected. Stay. Me and him go back, so I can probably get you some work. Come on, let's head over.
Oh, look at this taxi. Juice. Pure juice. Let's see your speedrunning skills. What skills? No skill here, bud. You're a benefit of the doubt guy, right? It depends on the context, I guess. I mean, most of the time you can give people benefit of doubt, but... You can finish GTA 3 in an hour? Yep. My PB is an hour and 12 minutes. Got it fairly recently. My goal eventually is sub, like, an hour and 10 minutes. That's the plan. My PB for SA is 4 hours and 35 minutes. 4:35, 43. I'm gonna go for around a 4:20. That's my current goal. These trilogy runs are kind of just for fun, but my main like priority is around a 4:20 in SA. What am I gonna do? Pentology? What would you define as pentology? Like the 3D trilogy and then LCS and VCS? Like that could be doable. But then I'd have to learn VCS and it's kind of grim. But I'd rather do that than like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Yeah, all GTA marathon. I mean, something like that would be fun, but it would just be, it just wouldn't be doable. It's too many games. They're too long, you know. Yeah, maybe I'll do a entire 3D era one day. Who knows? Hello, Doc. Excuse me, sir. Hello, Danko. Thanks for the good luck. Any police cars in the chat? Nope. There's a cop though. I'll do me. This won't do me though. Can you fucking move? I think this will despawn this guy. Never mind, no it won't. Oh, I'm fine. Advance is simply not a game. True. Would you have to do Chinatown Wars though? That's 3D era, right? Just top down, but it's still 3D. Oops. What is that bounce? Well, usually games that come out later do have better looking characters in Emporium, yeah. It's usually how it works. These cops are just so fucking awesome. They are totally not pissing me off. No idea what era you would consider Chinatown was. I mean, it has to be 3D, right? What else could it possibly be? It's not HD era. Right? Right? Hello, Caster. I really want this door off. Thank you. Shares universe with 4 and 5? Really? Well, I guess that's a good thing, because it only means we have to discount advance if we're calling what pentology is the entire 3D era then. That's fine. Discounting Chinatown Wars would be harder, because that game is actually quite good. But discounting advance, everyone agrees with, except like Nabnoob, but fuck him. Am I even gonna make this now? Just about. Very close, though. Yeah, I have no idea, Auntie. Like, I've played the game, but I don't know, like, much of the lore around it. Hello, good fellas. Thanks for the GL. Mostly the same map as IV, but without Alderney. That you can even find Roman's cab service, really? I didn't know that. That's pretty nifty. LeBron coming in big with the law. Absolutely huge. Can you fuck off? How do I have 3 stars? I got 2 stars from shooting the cop, and then the taxi explodes, and magically now I have 3 stars. Nice jump. It's a game from 20 years ago. What do you expect? I mean, the wanted level system and the chaos point system mostly make sense. I'm not usually willing to put stuff down like that to, oh, well, it's an old game, so it's logical that it would do dumb shit. You know, I'm more interested in exactly what happened to cause me to get 3 stars there. So I can learn to potentially avoid it in the future, because getting 3 stars there, not good. Because you damage the van so much to where it's almost on death's door. So having 3 stars and getting shot at by the helicopter and stuff is very bad news. And is likely going to end up with a mission fail if you're not careful.
Wait here. Keep the engine running. This ain't a social call.
What do I expect for GTA 3 20th anniversary? I mean, I would expect something fairly interesting, but what we're going to get is just GTA Online shit. Doing vigilante earlier. Apparently a car was near Area 69. The anti-aircraft system shot me twice. Nice. Yeah, in San Andreas, when you're going towards flight school in the run, you can choose to fly over, like, the Area 69. But if you do, you're likely to just get shot down. But it's technically faster to just fly straight over it. But it's risky as fuck. Because you're in a Shamel, like a plane. And you just get demolished most of the time. Because they'll just lock onto you and destroy you before you can even make it there.
The triads think they can mess with me.
Wrong good time here.
Triads with me. Drop by later and we'll give them something to launder.
I always use the flares. Yeah, but they only work like once, right? If you get shot at by like all the 4 towers, you flare like the first 1 or 2 away, and you just get killed by the second 2. And you're fucked. Like, you can't just perma flare everything out.
Take a seat.
Hi, Warris. Am I glitching the M16? What do you mean by glitching the M16? I hope these cops don't cause a ruckus. Hello, Blacker. How am I? Not too bad. How are you, lad? Don't start doing this to me. Can you fucking move? And now I'm gonna get blocked by all the traffic in the world. I'm just gonna have to go for it. I haven't got time to dick around. Not great time. What's the difference between Mandarin and Chinese? Isn't Mandarin like a specific language? Whereas like Chinese, you can have like Mandarin and then simplified Chinese. And they both fall under Chinese. I mean, I don't know exact, but it's something like that, I think. That's not a great turn. Remember someone doing 3 talking about glitching it like you get a rocket launcher? Oh, you mean like get 30,000 ammo? I mean, there's no real need to do it. You're going to be death warping constantly, Jazz, so there's no point in getting 30k M16 if you're just going to die right away and lose it. It's just a waste. I think I have enough time still. Even though I got mega trolled with peds and cars. I think I'm fine.
Go.
30k is useless in wild record route, yeah. Not useful to me here though. Just about made it. This game has a 30k bullet gun. It's not so much that it has a 30k bullet gun. It's more the fact that you can use a... It's not really a glitch, it's an exploit. To get 30,000 ammo in any gun. If you end a rampage, like when you play a rampage, right, you're supposed to get like infinite ammo in a certain weapon, right? So if you start a rocket rampage, you get infinite rockets. But it's not actually infinite, it's just 30,000. The same as on like San Andreas, you get an infinite spray can, but it's not, it's just 30,000 ammo of the spray can. Like if you spray it for long enough, you'll expend it all, and you'll run out and fail the mission. But yeah, and then when the rampage ends, the game takes those 30,000 bullets away from you and returns like the original value. But if you end the rampage in the replay, you keep the ammo. So you can get 30,000 rockets really easily in GTA 3 and just RPG through everything. That's what we do later on. And you can also do that with the M16 in Portland and, you know, any gun really, if you feel the need to. But rockets is the most useful. Allows for a load of really cool strats if you have basically infinite RPG ammo. And it takes no time to set up. So it's really cool.
Alright, fine. You wait here and look after the cover.
Keep
I
your
got
eyes on the
my
road.
butt, right? Get you started. Mi amigo.
Qualified to all units because narcotics rate advantage use.
It's alright.
Thanks, Benno. Ah, yes. Thank you, random fucking Sentinel driver or whoever that was, for T-boning me. Ain't it music from Worms 3D? I don't know, I've never played Worms 3D. So, can't speak on it, bud. Any Worms 3D enjoyers in the chat? Any confirmers? It's a title screen song? Real shit. Thank you, Law Master Moistface. My man.
You know, I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while. And you know, you treated me really good with respect and everything.
My man. Already got 100k by 5 missions. Yeah, this game is ridiculous with how much money it gives you. But, you know, surprisingly enough, even though you have so much money, you actually can't buy too many weapons throughout the run, because you still need $500,000 for the final mission, for the ransom. I was so far away from that rampage. Parked 8 miles away for no real reason. But yeah, so you can only buy, like, if you miss the 30,000 rockets, you buy some from Phil, and you can only buy like 15 rockets. And if you buy any more, then you don't have enough money for the end of the game, which is really bad, obviously. Really bad. Because it's kind of hard to beat the final mission when you can't afford to unlock it. Why do you need money for the end of the game? Because you need $500,000 to start the final mission. Like, that's a law thing. Like, Maria gets kidnapped by Catalina, and the ransom is $500,000, and you have to pay it. So yeah, it's kind of important to beat the game. Kind of important. So it may seem like we have infinite money and you can buy anything you want, but it's not the case. Money is not exactly tight, but not exactly lenient either. You can only buy a couple of weapons throughout the run before you start getting shafted by your lack of money. Yeah, I'm not sure what part of VC requires you to sell cocaine. I assume you mean cherry poppers? But I didn't even need to mega jump there. I could have just got gunned down by whoever that guy was. Business one for the last mission in Vice City. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the ice cream factory. But that's not technically mandatory. It's not quite how the game works. But yeah, I get what you mean. I should have skipped rain. But it's fine. I just might get punished a little bit. Why do I always fail this mega jump? I'm fucking awful at this game. Yeah, Hostel, it's the heist of the century. You just want some ice cream on a sunny day and all you get is drugs. It's fucked up. Hey, Doctor. How's it going? Yeah, not too bad. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. What a great song. You don't need to do the cherry popper for the last mission. Correct. The only requirement for the last mission is completing Cap the Collectors, which is the penultimate mission. The way you unlock Cap the Collectors is by having 7 unique assets. Actually, 7 unique assets isn't true. I'm already contradicting myself. 7 assets of any kind. And whichever ones you do are mostly up to you. You have to complete the Vassetti Estate, which is like Diaz's mention that you take over. You have to do the missions for those. You have to complete the Printworks missions, and then 5 others of your choice. So you don't have to complete the ice cream one. That's just one that you can do. But you could do like Malibu Club, Boatyard, Film Studios, Pole Position Club, and Taxi, Cartman Cabs. And you would never have to touch or sell a single ice cream to beat the game. I just uninstalled the game after Cherry Popper. Was selling ice cream too tough? Thank you, Dryas. Hey, Sventor, thank you. Hope you're doing well, sir. I was just really lazy. I see. Hey, Tom. Thanks for the GL. I am doing okay. Hope you're also doing well. Good to see you. Should have seen Dark Viper's first encounter with asset missions. I did. I watched his entire VC playthrough and his GTA 3 playthrough, where he used cheats and mods in order to beat the game, like the FOV mod and the quick save mod. Because apparently someone with 10k hours in GTA 5 can't complete these games vanilla because they're too hard. Not embarrassing at all. Well, he did beat it, Emporium. He just cheated. So, I don't really count it. If you use mods to make the game easier on your first playthrough, I would not consider that a completion. I would say you lock yourself out of that privilege. Who remembers Marked Man? I remember all 35 attempts of Marked Man before he asked his chat how to beat the mission. Hard mission. I don't know how that shot hit. I definitely whiffed, but sure. Marked man. Mano. He did 35 attempts at marked man. Failed the mission every time until giving up and asking for his chat to spoon feed him the way to beat it. It was really bad. Too slow. It's fine. I'll grab the AK. I think when I'm mega jumping now, I'm just going too fast, and that's causing me to just not launch at all. Hey, Ray's back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm on the wrong side. I need to go this way. Up here. Dun dun dun. The reason that took me 35 attempts was alley-oop. Alley-oop is a kryptonite of mine as well. I fail that very often. You are not alone there. Am I just gonna perma-fake this? I guess I am. It's a bit cringe, but it's better than waiting a minute, I suppose. Can't relate, not an SA enjoyer. I mean, you've done driving school though, right? At some point in your life. Surely. I find it hard to believe if you just never touched it. So I feel like, because of the way Jethro is implemented into the story, I'm pretty sure most people touch driving school on a blind playthrough. It's not something you really miss. Years and years ago, I don't remember if I struggled. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, maybe you just first tried it and never really thought about it, you know? It can happen. Some people just find hard stuff easy and easy stuff hard sometimes. The two-wheel one is hardest. The two-wheel one is not exactly easy either, yeah. Because you have to learn to, like, tilt and balance yourself properly. Otherwise, you just, like, grind against the side of the car and stop. .28-40 Portland is fine, I guess. Not too horrific. Yeah, the Super GT is quite shit in SA. It's... You go too fast around corners and you'll just spin out constantly. It's like you're driving on a fucking ice rink. It's horrible. I very much detest it. Don't do this to me, man. Fuck off. Okay, good. I killed him. That's ideal. Car that had the truck horn? I don't know if it has a truck horn. Does it? I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't really remember what the horns are on each car, if I'm honest. Hi, Liam.
I got all your own defense needs.
Did Wales score crucial? I saw Switzerland was 1-0 up. Yes, Doctor, but as I was talking about before, it's not infinite. It's 30,000 bullets. We only need about 25 though. Then we get rid of it. Wales only went and drew? Oh, mad thing. The Hunter Flying School one? You mean Destroy Targets Emporium? Howard just got a 50 in no SSU. Who is Howard? Hey Jazz, thanks bud. Yeah? Weren't you saying earlier that it was like mega easy because the minigun has like lock on? Howard D's nuts tasting. No, no, no. Oh my god. Can't believe you did me like that, man. Oh, you mean you finally did it when you realized that you can just auto lock on to everything. That makes sense. It's not super hard with rockets, but yeah, the minigun makes it a complete joke. I think when it comes to rockets aiming, I think it mostly depends on your control scheme. Like, some people have really shit controls for flying and they have to use like 3 arms to fucking drive. And then they wonder why they can't actually hit anything. Like, I think your binds make quite a bit of difference there. Speaking of horrible missions, daily reminder, that Watch Mojo thinks this is like the 3rd hardest mission in GTA history. Because unless you have an Infernus, it is impossible to make the time limit unless you drive absolutely perfectly.
Get to the phone in West Belleville Park.
So I'm on the way to failing this mission because it is impossible without the fastest car in the game. I wonder what the fastest car you could do this in. I am 100% certain I could do it in a perennial. I'm not joking. There's no doubt in my mind that you can do it in a perennial. I would test it, but I'm kind of busy. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna hit the cutscene just yet. I'm gonna wait for the time to run out. There you go, Emporium. So that's how you get 30,000 rockets.
Get to the phone on Liberty Campus.
Hey, how, Brev? Thanks for the GL.
Like, dude.
Sorry, bud.
Get to the phone in South Belleville Park.
What's the two hardest? On their list, I don't remember. I just remember this one. You could find the video. It's a very popular Watch Mojo one. Has like 3 million views and everyone's like, yeah, I agree with this list. Payday for Ray is impossible.
Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
It's so hard for no reason. Yeah, it's so hard to just hold W and press A and D every now and again. Drive around the map in a circle. It's really hard. Can you use the rampage again to get 60k rockets? That's a good question. I mean, there are like several RPG rampages, I think, right? But I think it just sets the ammo to 30,000 rather than like adding 30,000 on. So I'm pretty sure you would just be stuck with 30k. PS Vita ports, real shit. That feel when fucking PS Vita ports for these games, but no PC port for VCS and LCS. How sad is that? Salam Nella. Mahaba. Supply lines in first place, yeah. They didn't get the memo that it's nerfed on every other version except PS2 1.0. Were you ever a cigarette smoker or alcoholic? No. I've never smoked, and I've never done more than like occasional drinking, you know, social drinking or whatever. I stay away from that as much as I can. Oh, I'm so shit at this mission. I really don't want to blow up my own car. There's a guy stuck here. Die. Got him. Sorry I took so long, Phil. I'm crap at this game. I hope you understand.
Teamed up with you in Nicaragua. Maybe I still have my arm. If you need any firepower, just drop by and take what you need from the locker. Leave the cash. Get out of here. I'll handle the cops.
They even show the PC version? Yeah, then they're just trolling. There's no other way to describe it besides they're just trolling. You have double time compared to PS2 1.0. Like... By the way, if you ever need a place to stay in NYC, Ben, my bed has room for two. Thanks, Jazz. But I think I've made it very clear that I have no intention to ever come to that awful city. Shook me all night long. NYC is base. Shut the fuck up, Liam. I need to come here again for the GTA SA speedrun. Well, I mean, if all goes well, you you should see GTA San Andreas in about an hour and a half. Once I'm finished with Vice City. Because I do them in release order. So, beat GTA 3, then I'll do Vice City, which takes about an hour. And then do San Andreas afterwards. That's the big finale. Yeah, Vice City takes less than an hour. It's a very short game. Shook me all night long. I hate it when they do this. It's so annoying. Wasn't too bad considering the ship pattern though. Yeah, I mean San Andreas takes longer because it's just a massive game compared to Vice City and 3. Like, it's 4 times longer, so the speedrun takes 4 times longer, you know? It's not like San Andreas doesn't have a lot of strategies and cool shit. It has a shit ton of really cool stuff, but it's just the game is stupidly long. Why am I despawning traffic? Good question. Because I want to take a rumpo for this mission. Yeah, I should have been looking for a car, but we'll get them next time. GTA SA is also the game with the most missions. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but I don't have any numbers to back it up, so. But you could be right. The issue with most things like that is most of the time people who state that shit will just have like got their numbers from the wiki. And the wiki is usually bullshit. Like what you mentioned about SA having 100 missions, it probably doesn't. It's probably just a number the wiki's pulled out of their ass. Like, fucking 92% of the wiki is made up bullshit. Sauce my ass. Of course. And it also depends on what you class as a mission. Because, like, in the game, like, code, like, in the mission script, like, all of the races are missions. And all of the, like, BMX challenge is a mission. But then most people, when they think about missions, they think of, like, you know, story missions. You know, ones with, like, a cinematic cutscene. With a marker. And, you know, the definition is a bit blurred. Hello, Dr. Manhattan. How's it going? So, it kind of depends. It's pretty hard to get a definite number when, you know, people are asking different things and expecting the same answer. Trucking or freighter? I mean, freight in SA is fucking horrible. It's just like 10 minutes of holding W and doing nothing, so trucking, I guess. At least trucking has some amount of variety. I just cannot mega jump today. Saved my life. Yeah, San Andreas 100% is good. 100% speedruns of SA are like one of the most popular GTA speedruns. They're super popular. Nice in furnace. Might have to snag that.
Reported to the multi-story class class report.
Well, GTA 5 100% is not 100% because you only have to complete 50% of the game to get 100%. It's a complete joke. As with the rest of the game, it's all shit. Have I ever been to Romania? No. I've never been to any of the Balkans. Wake up. Grab a push put with no makeup. Heads got faded with a shake up. Why'd you leave the kiss upon the table? He gonna crane at a fable. I think this is the horrible rain that I should skip. The 2 cycles and then 1 off and 2 on again. My self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to. Wake up. Grab, push, put a little makeup. Heart's gotta fade away. Why do we need the kids upon the table? I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Yeah, my self-righteous suicide. How is the door not off there? Thank you. Hello, Vizinov. How's it going? Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Why have you forsaken me? In your heart forsaken me, oh. Self-righteous suicide. What is the replay mode for? A million different things. In this particular instance, I was playing replays because it skips weather cycles. So every minute on the clock, it goes through a certain weather cycle. And it was raining, and I wanted to skip the rain. So if you notice when it immediately turned 14, like 2 p.m., it stopped raining because I did what is called as like weather skip. I basically want to avoid rain as much as possible because rain is horrible and slow. Hey Chris, welcome. I am doing good. Hope you're also doing well. Good to see you. But yeah, replays are also used for a million different things. Like the mega jumps that you've seen where I've just been launching myself all around the map. Those are done via replays. And the skipping like and duplicating missions, they're mostly done via replays as well. Like if you see here, this is an example of a mega jump. Just fling yourself with replays. They are quite useful. Hey Senor, thanks for the good luck. Hello sir. What pace am I on? Look at the best possible time and add about a minute or so. Is usually a good way to look in games like these. How's it going? Oh, not too bad. How are you? This run isn't anything exceptional, but it's definitely not bad for a no reset trilogy attempt. I don't know why it took me so long to trigger that marker, but sure, I guess.
Thank you for retrieving.
Yeah, Vice City has a lot of replay abuse as well. They entirely reworked how replays work in San Andreas, so you can't really abuse them the same way, but you can still do a lot of things. Like you can despawn police helicopters with replays if they're annoying you, if you have 3 or more stars. You can spawn in rare vehicles with replays if you need them for like import and export, or you just need a fast car. Like you can manipulate the traffic. There is quite a lot of good shit that you can do, but it's definitely nowhere near as busted as Vice City. Replays completely break that game. You can get the Andromeda with replay mode. Not quite. So when I'm talking about like abusing traffic, if you create a replay, like you save a replay with a certain car, and then you play it back, it loads the models of the car into memory, so then they're more likely to spawn in traffic. So like halfway through the game, you know the second Badlands race where you're in a ZR and you're racing against a Sultan, an Elegy, and another guy in a ZR? We make a replay of that race when we're driving on it, and then later on, whenever we need a fast car, we can just play that replay and those cars will spawn, or are more likely to spawn, all around us. So we don't have to rely on like shitty random traffic. It's quite useful. Also, dodo flying, so I'm gonna kind of concentrate a little bit. Because I haven't practiced dodo in a while, so don't want to embarrass myself too much. Such a little plane. It is, it's not intended to be flown for long distances or periods of time. They never finished properly implementing it, hence why, like, the wings are clipped. And also the controls are terrible. It's way harder to fly than it looks. I mean, I say that, but I don't make it look very easy most of the time. Because I'm not exactly the greatest at flying it. But, you know, we do our best here at twitch.tv/EnglishBand. Yeah, they were intending to have the dodo as like a fully flyable thing. Like, hence when you land, it says like, you know, you've flown for X seconds. Like, it was definitely intended to be flown like any normal plane would, but it just never got finished. I'm just gonna taxi here because I didn't get a good takeoff because traffic was kind of awkward. I'm just gonna taxi it to Donald's place. Flying the dodo sorcery. Oops. Tell you what is sorcery for me, apparently, is not hitting a pole on the way to Donald's place. Now that is sorcery. Should be fine. Hopefully. Without hitting this. Hopefully. Yeah. I don't know why I'm slowing down so early here. But, whatever. It's fine. Better early than late, I guess. I still managed to overshoot anyway, so... Jesus. Yeah, it's because they throw the door open with such force. It's very strange. I don't know why they do that. And you hear like the big clunk of the door getting launched. Like, have you guys ever seen that video where it's like, you know, GTA in real life, and it shows like a guy like flinging open the door as hard as he can to his vehicle, and then the door just like opens the normal speed. It looks fucking hilarious. It's very accurate to this game. Dodo bait moment of truth. Yeah, let's as I say, just try and not embarrass myself. That's the plan. Although, it's easier said than done. I open doors in real life like you do in SA, LCS, and VCS. Weird flex, but okay. Oh god. Not quite what I wanted. But I managed to recover it somehow. Don't ask me how I recovered that, because I honestly don't really have an answer for you. But, you know. All that matters is that I'm still alive. That is all that matters. I might get punished for it though, with these two guys coming in. We'll see. No, this should be fine. Nice. Because you are a god. A god would not have gotten themselves in that situation in the first place. How many left? How many missions? You can see on the left, like, this is a mission order. That's what the splits are on the left. It's all my times for each mission. So you can see there's 3 missions left. Expresso to go, SAM, and the exchange. That's the final mission. So if you're ever wondering, like, what's coming up, you can see it on the left. Yeah, pretty close. There's about 10 minutes left. 10-15 minutes. Because these missions are quite long. The end game in GTA 3 is very hard. So we're not out of the woods just yet. What is the GTA 5 building? It's awfully vague. I would prefer to not have fog here. But I don't know how long the cycle is. I can skip 2 in a second. So that's more weather skipping there. As you can see, as soon as I started playing the replays, the fog starts disappearing. Just because I skipped the cycles of the fog. Skip 2 minutes ahead, 2 weather cycles ahead. To where the fog ends. The uncompleted construction building? Oh yeah. It seems to be a trope in like every GTA game. They always have some shit like that. They always have a big construction site somewhere. No rage quit yet? I mean, if I rage quit in the first hour, I think that would be quite embarrassing, Rico. But, you know. Oh. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Now I feel pressured to not rage quit. How could you? How could you betray me like this? Yup. Yup. You played yourself, you tweeted about it. True. You are not wrong. Comes around. Why the top-down camera doesn't spawn traffic? It's not so much that it doesn't. It's not only it doesn't spawn traffic, but it actively despawns far away stuff. As for why, I don't know. Rain? Really? What the fuck? I just skipped fog and now I have rain? That's fucked up. That is fucked up, gamers. Someone remind me to skip the rain at 4 o'clock, please. Thank you. Hello, Noko. Congrats. You are more than welcome to stay. It's 1 minute. Are you saying it's not worth? Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm on about. I was about to ask you, is it not worth skipping then? But that's a really dumb thing to say. Of course it's not worth skipping because it's going to be ending at 4 o'clock when I would be skipping it. So yeah, don't worry about me. I promise you I'm trolling. I didn't know this is 1 minute though. It's good to know, I suppose. Yeah, exactly, Fru. Shit's hard, man. Not easy. Killing in the name of. Need a reliable forecast. I mean, that's the funny thing, right? Is like, if anything, being a GTA weatherman would be the easiest because it's a fixed forecast. Like, you in theory, if you're smart enough, you know exactly when it's going to rain and when it's going to become foggy. The issue is that it's not exactly easy to remember it. Like, I can remember certain parts of the cycle. Did that really not hit? But when it comes to other parts, I'm clueless. And now they do what they told you. Those who died, justified. All of a sudden I'm ashamed of my driving skills. Don't be. If I picked up a controller and I didn't cheat by using the despawn feature, I would not have a car right now. Rise Against is a good band. Agreed, Zero. I get that reference. I also took a wrong turn here. Whoops. It's fine. Not a big deal. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Good morning, Zero. How did you sleep? After a brain-teasing call yesterday where we put you through an academic crisis. How are you feeling, King? Like a loser? Standard Saturday morning. Sorry, that's fucked up. My bad. My bad. Now you're under control. Now you're under control. Hello, Tom. Good luck, gorgeous. Oh, stop it, you. Tom, if I was half as good looking as you, I would have like 8 girlfriends by now. Welcome, Nate. Welcome, welcome. Those that died, they're wearing the badge, they're the chosen white. Alright, we lost like 40 seconds on this mission in my PB, so let's not do that. Such an insult? How is that an insult? I'm saying if I was half as attractive as Tom, I would have 8 girlfriends because he's so good looking that if I was even half how good looking he is, I would be extremely attractive. How is that insulting? Doesn't have 8 girlfriends? So? Why are you all analysing my... Alright, all that matters is that Tom took it well. Because apparently everyone else is fucking analysing it and throwing it back in my face. This is why I'm only nice to Tom. Because Tom just accepts it. Just accepts my compliments for what they are. Instead of being like, well, English Ben, actually, if you evaluate the quantum mechanics of what you just said, it actually doesn't make any sense. Because when I evaluate the peripheral district that fragments into the spinal column, then it actually doesn't compliment you at all. Shut the fuck up. Motherfucker. Any cars in the chat room? I think mules are really good for this, from memory. They're just kind of big and awkward to deal with, but I think they're good. I'm going super black white. I'm going. Don't push me. Don't rush me. I get nervous. Has my checkmark gotten me any girlfriends yet? No, only insults so far. But that's okay. I secretly like it. Did I change my Tinder bio to partnered Twitch streamer? I did not. No, my packages. I had a feeling I shot a bit too early. And my reference is also kind of jank. But whatever. Didn't Caster teach me how to clip through here? I've already forgotten how to do it. But I just spam here. Or was it the other side? Here? Anyone remember? Just run. Aha! Thank you, Caster. This is why I love the French. Let's go. Hit them affiliate girl streamers, man. Oh, you know it. Yeah. Got to, that's second on my list through. The first thing on my list is to get insulted by Witwicks. And then the second one is to just, you know, flex my check mark everywhere I can get it. Yeah. I can get transcoding every single time I start my stream. How could you tell? Go for the ones with less than 50 followers if you can. True, true, true. So non-affiliates, we're going even lower. Yeah, I'm still upset about that. I mean, I'd be upset about that too. That's kind of fucked up. That's why it's so memorable, because of how silly it is. You know? Even though it's been years. Insulted by Wibwix? Yeah, so when partner badges came out, Zero, I mean, Fru could probably tell the story better than I can, but basically, Fru went into Witwix's stream and, like, you know, he wasn't flexing. He was just going in and, you know, being nice. And Witwix, like, calls him out for, like, flexing the check mark, and he gets, like, bullied out the stream. It was such a weird thing. This was years and years ago, like 2017. It was fucking hilarious. The guy is human garbage. I don't actually know anything about Witwicks, just besides these stories that I hear. And the stories are usually quite funny. But that story always made me laugh, because it's such a weird thing, like, to just assume that someone is going into your stream just for, like, even though they're already partnered, you know? Like, they think that they're gonna go into a stream and everyone's like, oh, wow, a verified badge, I'm gonna follow this guy. Like, it's just such a weird mindset to have. I really don't get it. It's very bizarre. Oh, I didn't trigger the cutscene, shit. Cutscene. There we go. I always forget, so fucking go. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that one either, Zero, to be honest. Not sure I really understand the logic there, personally. This is not a good angle. I'm gonna bottle it. I'm not risking the chimney. Yeah, getting the package for the boys. Why not? Le Pogu. Not missed. No. Hey, you guys like PBs? Me too. Another piss random trilogy PB. Would you look at that?
Residents in Cedar Grove have been coming to terms with the emotional aftermath of a full-blown war that hit the area yesterday. Local resident Clive Denver described to police.
Imagine how good these runs will be when I actually do proper attempts. I'm gonna be as good as Daddy KZ through in no time.